Hey, it's Giussetta. Welcome back. Today, we are breaking into the Opera House in Tomb Raider 2 Remastered, dodging death traps, battling Bartoli's cult, and hunting down the legendary dagger of Xi'an. It's danger, secrets, and non-stop action. Let's dive right in. So, I'm going to do the smart thing and just light this flare because Lara needs to see where she wants to go. This girl needs to go places, and lighting a flare helps, right? So, I'm just going to be smart and save the game. And I'm going to do a lovely dive. Hopefully at it. Oh, first second into the game and I totally missed the jump into the pool and I'm dead. Wonderful. Take two. Hopefully not shadoodling that and dying in the process. Please do not shadoodle that, madam. There we are. And we have Romeo over here, Phantom of the Opera fan. Wants to take lovely shots at us. So we're going to deal with this mongoose here. There we are. Well, Lara, I want you to pick up the bullets. I'm not too worried about the flares. Or flare, I should say. So, we're just going to go here. So, let me give you interesting trivia, right? So, I'm going into the camera pan mode. And we're going to go to this little poster here. This is Bartoli. Now, we don't know, for this is my theory. I reckon this is not Marco Bartoli, but his father Gianni, or Giovanni, however you pronounce it. Apologies. But it seems like he's in the circus or theatre, right? So they obviously hired people to do theatre tropes or like theatre plays and stuff like that, or circus stuff, right? Now, I'm going to get back out of that. Now, with him, you can pause for reference if you want to look at the image. With him, this is my theory, right? He obviously was a well-versed person in the arts, and one day he decided to invite a couple of people to do a play for him, and he was very well intrigued about the art and style of the play, that he wanted to know more about it. Thus, when the story was played out in the play of the Dagger of Xi'an and the Emperor, the Dragon King Emperor, the dagger given the abilities to turn anyone into a fire-breathing Chinese dragon, and give anyone within the vicinity of the dragon powerful abilities, draconic type abilities that they're able to like dominate the battlefield, right? As we saw in the cutscene prior to when we started playing Tomb Raider 2, right? The battlefield with the monks and the emperor and his guard. So I think Bartoli got really obsessed with the whole story and loved it so much, so he decided to tell his son about the story, the legendary story of like the Dagger of Xi'an and the capabilities of what it could do. Now, he must have been that possessed that he then dedicated his resources into creating a library housing knowledge from all around the world so that he could gain knowledge about the Dagger of Xi'an. Now, he obviously eventually passed away and then handed all of this to his beloved son, Marco Bartoli, right? Who was also engrossed and was fascinated with the I'm not sure what dynasty it was from. I can't say what dynasty that era of the where the Dagger of Xi'an came into like existence and what we witnessed in the cutscene, what dynasty era that was. But one of the Chinese era dynasties, like in the mythology sort of side of things, is that he obviously researched a lot about this dagger and maybe found out that it wasn't a lie after all. Because previously what Lara said, nope, Jiminy Bob's twin brother's out to play. Sorry, let me dispose of this scumbag. There we are. So, he was obviously obsessed with the Dagger of Xi'an, so he obviously did further research and realized maybe that it's not just a myth or legend or just a story. He then realized it was real. Now, Lara actually said um, in the newer Tomb Raiders that, listening to her father's notes, that, you know, every myth or legend has some truth to it, which is an interesting concept considering that is ideally what it is. Like, I think even in real day life sort of thing, that can equate to that as well. Like, you know, every myth and legend, there is some truth to it. It may not be the truth that we would think of from the story, but there'll be some slight minimal truth to it. How true it is, one can only tell. So I reckon he did the research and then found out that the dagger existed, that they needed the monks' help in order to, I believe, collect 2 artifacts. From what I remember from Tomb Raider 2 was there's 2 artifacts that then were used to locate the legendary dagger of Xi'an, right? Which the monks want to protect. I don't blame them for wanting to protect it because that dagger is pure evil, right? Anyone that was turned into a dragon, yes, but it came at a cost. Like, basically, you were bound to the dagger, and once someone had pulled that dagger out of your chest, you'd be consumed by it. Yeah, sorry if I'm saving a lot. Girl's got to save. I don't want to die and do this all over again, so that's why I'm doing that. So I realized that he wasn't able to grasp thinking, oh, will I be worried about this is going to happen, blah, blah, blah. I don't think he cared about it. But like, I think he was so enamored by the sheer power and like brilliance of this artifact that he made it his lifelong mission to follow in his father's footsteps in order to gain access to the artifact itself, which is surprising considering. So that's my thought on it. You know what? I'd love to hear your thought on it. You know what? Comment down below and tell me what you think of the theory that I've just mentioned. Or do you have your own theories about Marco Bartoli and his father? Like what the conquest was of them becoming so obsessed that they wanted the dagger of Xi'an that they were willing to go through any means necessary to get that power. Comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So, we have got the key, the lovely key known as the ornate key, and we're going to open the door. I don't expect it to be empty because this is Bartoli's hideout, so I can imagine we're going to be constantly assaulted with guns, with lots of bullets, with angry dogs and enemies that are complete meatheads and that they're addicted to steroids because that's what they look like. I mean, you got to admit, they do look like that, to be honest. So we're just going to climb up here. Ooh, look at this. It looks so nice how they've done it with the lights. It looks like as a theatre would be. But if you go on the original OG graphics, right, look. Don't look like much, does it? Not much at all. Like, you could barely tell what this was. Like, only until you got inside the place you knew what it was. But I like the little extra details they put into it. It really does emphasize this level a lot more. Right. I'm going to be smarty pants and save the game. And then also, I'm going to be careful with this. So, you got to be smart about this. Whee! Okay, done. And up here we go. I'm definitely taking a flare for that. It is pretty dark. Because considering where we are on the map, I think it is nighttime basically. So it is pretty dark. Oh, hello, mate. What are you doing on the rooftop? I mean, this place is old and decrepit. Should you be running around on the rooftop? Do you have insurance, my friend? Oh, is he dead? Well, one of them's down. But I think I'm going to be greeted by other people. Yes, I am. Hello, mate. Jimmy Bob here. Yeah, no. And doggos. Lots of doggos. One dog down, the other one to go. Hey, Where you going, doggo? There we are. Hey, I can't. This girl can't. I can't even catch a break, can I? You two, what do you? What the hell do you guys want now? I'm sorry. Was I interrupting your moonlight stroll, sir? Sorry, sir. My apologies, sir. Would you like a refund with that? No? Okay. Done and dusted. Bye. Lots of goodies, though, I gotta admit. And there's one thing I like. They do drop a lot of goodies. I mean, compared to number one, number one are pretty stingy. Like, enemies wouldn't even drop anything like that anyway, except maybe Pierre and Larson from time to time. Actually, no, I don't even think Larson dropped. Ah, actually did. No, he didn't actually. Which was a shame. So it's nice that they've changed it in a sense that enemies are now dropping things, and because trust me, as like the game gets harder, you're gonna need all the supplies you get, and I don't want to be caught with my pants down dealing with powerful bosses that I can't deal with because I don't have supplies to survive it. Right. So we've collected the goodies off those mobs. Yeah, I don't know what they're taking though. Some next level cocktail they're probably taking. That's probably why they're insane and want Lara very much dead. Right. Gonna have a look at this. Oh, goodies. So look, this is nice. This is cool. Look at this, right? It's like a little dome thing, right? You couldn't tell much with this area before. Like, this looks beautiful, as you can see the moon from the distance. They did clearly put some effort and work into the level, which I do like it because it does make the ambience and environment a little bit more as a Tomb Raider game should be, right? To feel more immersed into the level, feel like you are actually there yourself. Because like if you do the OG graphics, man, you can't see nothing. It's like pitch black. It's like, what am I looking at? The void of the abyss of endless nothingness? Because that's what it looks like. And like what I'm standing on doesn't really look like much. It's like, oh, yeah, like, I was always wondering what the hell this was. But when you go to the new graphics, you can see what it is now, what it is really meant to be. So you can see, like, back then with the OG graphics, there was limitations on it, unfortunately, which, unfortunately, you can't really do much about it. Every game has its limitations from, like, the era that it was made from. Especially if it is made back in the old day. Ooh, oh, no, missed. Oh, alright. Take two. Hopefully if I don't have any nasty surprises. Just gotta make sure I don't get pummeled by this. Nope, I'm dead. My god. Bye, Laura. Au revoir. There we are. Woof. Alright. Fourth time's a charm, they say, right? Oh, it's normally third time a charm, but in my case, being stupid, fourth time. Press the button. What, huh? Okay, I get the one guy climbing out because he was probably underneath the stage anyway, right? But where did the other dude come from? Like, I saw him on the rooftop of the theatre. So that doesn't make sense at all. No continuity of game logic at all, is there? Right. The other dude's going to have some guns, so I'm going to take him out first. Right. Yeah, if you're wondering, I'm using pistols. Because I want to save my good guns for later. Yeah, Jimmy Bob, you can't reach me from here, can you? Yeah, gloat and splutter, my friend. And be gone. Your good is gone, mate. Okay. So, are they both dead? Or is the other idiot, like, not... Oh, he didn't drop anything. Oh, no, he's here. Okay. Shotgun and flares. I mean, that's fine. I mean, like I said, I'm not complaining with the supplies, right? As long as they can keep the supplies coming in, I'm fine. So, we're gonna dive right in to this place. And you can already see, like, immediately you see the theatre and it's got like a beautiful chandelier. But let's open the door first before we start making our way around, yeah? So, our main objective is to get some sort of motherboard chip for this device, like this plate here to then activate something important that will then help us get to near the end of the level, right? So hopefully it shouldn't take too long if I'm not stupid about it. Right. Of course, I did say I was going to do half-an-hour videos and whatnot. Sometimes they do take longer. It just depends on the length of the game, how fast I am as well. I'm not that fast. I wish I was. But I do try to be as fast as I can. Whoop. Yeah. You're not catching me, boulders. God. If I got caught with that, that would have been game over. And look, it's not even one boulder. They're just like 3 boulders merged in, or 2 or 3 boulders merged into one another. Absolutely insane. Right. Press the button, and that is closed. The reason it's done that is because I need to climb up there, right? So I need to have access to the other area. But it is funny considering, like, I don't know how old this opera house is, but considering how badly is in disrepair, it must mean it's like over 100 years old, easily, maybe more. Because if the family existed, if the mafia family existed during the Renaissance period, that could be hell of a long family generation line. Right, we're going to take a dive in. Oh, oh God, that was too close. What was he doing? Yeah, I almost died. Like I said, that's trap 1, right? I didn't think he would come out and join in the shootingness. Shooty death shooty. So, oh, doggo. Another doggo. And both they go. And I need a device to go in that junction box there to activate this, I believe. It's a lift. Okay, there's nothing here at the moment. But I will be needing to go there very shortly, once I get all the items I need to progress further. I don't like the sound of that. Hey, stop tip-tapping with your shoes, man. Yo, they're wearing like high heel shoes, crazy nutters. So like, you can see the beautiful theatre here. Very beautiful. Like, but if you do OG graphics, nothing at all. You can't, it's so dark, you can't see nothing. You can see a lot of red curtains and whatnot and stuff like that. But then obviously the new graphics, you can see a lot. Which leads me to believe that this theatre is so decadent and beautiful. Why did Bartoli let it fall apart? Oop, doggo. I don't know why he let it fall apart. It like he shouldn't have done that, right? Oop. There we are. He shouldn't have let it fall apart in the first place, which is surprising why he did. Actually, no, I'm not going to save. I need to heal. If you're wondering why I'm using Medipacks nilly-willy, it's because I like to be at full health because I don't know what I'm going to come across next. Okay, there's nothing in there. I don't know what I'm going to come across next, right? And I want to be able to be prepared. That's why. And I'm going to drop there. I don't like the dodgy music. Hello, mate. So, obviously a door's opened. There's a lot of traps and boulders and stuff, so I've got to be careful. Oop, doggo. Who's shooting at? Whoa! No, not what I had in mind. Oh my god. I swear the devs just made it like they have it out for Lara, I swear, because the amount of boulders trying to kill Lara. Every game, every 2-minute game I have played to date, right? Boulder, boulder, boulder. Like either a room full of endless boulders. I'm just like, someone's a boulder fanatic, I tell you that. Definitely a boulder fanatic. Oh, can't reach that. Maybe here? No. There is a way to get up to the upper level, but let me just... Oop. Can I ignore him for now? No, because I know what he's like. He's going to shoot me constantly like a moron. So, but it looks like I'm just going to have to ignore him for the time being. Hey, stop shooting at me, man. Idiot child. Whoop! Too close. Now I'm being double teamed. What the hell? You see what I mean? Like, these guys are on roids, mate. God knows what he's doing, making his cultist drink for a cocktail. Shit mix, that's what I tell you. You gonna come? No? Okay, no. Clearly not. Alright. I'll deal with that idiot in a minute. I will have to go there eventually, so let me just do this. Ah, here we are. Open sesame! Whatever that did. Okay, that. Alright. So, there's also another thing I want to introduce you to. Look at... Let me just do this, right? Look at this wall, right? I'm going in the camera mode. But look at this. This looks exactly like Tomb Raider 2's main title screen. Now, if you do it in the old school, that's what it looked like, right? Like in the background a little bit with the clouds and all that, right? But this is basically what was used in the background, which is interesting, meaning that they did a play here that then Bartoli was so obsessed with and then decided to do further research in finding if the legendary dagger of Shion really existed. Oh my god! Oh, Jim Bobbity Bob and Twin Co is here to play. And I'm going to be whacked senselessly with some slapsticks. Jesus, man. I didn't think I'd be ambushed by the twins. They were pissed that their clones of other Jiminy Bobs who tried to kill me prior had died, and so they tried to avenge them. But they both look like the typical Italian plumber. The way they're dressed says a lot. The white tank top vest, the hat, the utility belt, the work boots. Screams plumber. Or mechanic, but yeah. That's quite funny, actually, to be honest. Oh, yeah, now I know. I wasn't meant to go in here. But luckily, I dealt with them anyway. I meant to do this, because the door opened, right, to this part. Mind you, tons of traps. Actually, I'm going to save it here, because I know if I do this... Yep, that's what I thought. Had I jumped, I would have died. I know it. I know it. Because I remember back when I used to play Tomb Raider 2, I nearly really jumped. And I was like, oh yeah, there's an opening. I can jump and do it. I did, but I died. Because the sandbag, or whatever the hell that is, weighing thing, I don't know if it's a sandbag or if it's like a stone rock thing they use, literally landed on my head and basically turned Lara into a watermelon. A very, very crushed, squashed watermelon. So that wasn't very pleasing to deal with. So, and I looked from the ceiling prior that there were like traps ahead, so you just always got to be careful, especially the certain traps that are like from dangling from the ceiling. You just don't know when they're going to drop on your head, and I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. There's always that paranoia, like you're looking, you can see that dangling thing in the corner of your eye, and you're just like, oh, that's going to fall on me at one point. Same with spiders. I don't like spiders. Like, if there's one, like, if they're in the corner minding their own business, I don't care normally. But I am normally a bit nervous if they're the big ones, right? But if they're, like, above your head, yeah, and all of a sudden drop, that freaks me out. That genuinely freaks me out. Because, like, I don't mind most bugs doing their thing as long as they don't get into my zone. But if they do, I'm going to have to deal with them by removing them completely out of the vicinity and into the garden. Of course, if you have my cat, he'll just eat them because that's just the thing he does. Yeah, he eats spiders. Not all the time, but like just the one time, like he saw it and ran after it and started batting it around like, you know, rounders as kids were playing rounders or baseball, yeah? And then was patting the crap out of it. And then reappeared and I was like, where'd you go? Like, and then he was like licking his lips and like, you know, yawning. And I'm like, did you just eat the spider? Because then I went to search everywhere. I couldn't find it. And I'm like, man's eating the spider. That's like next level. Ah, okay, I'm meant to go on top of there. Okay. So yeah. Also I did want to say that I will try to do obviously half-an-hour videos. It does take time to edit. Sometimes it might be a bit longer than half an hour, but roughly half an hour, so that they're a shorter bite size to be more engaging for my audience, right? Mind you, there are 2 polls I have put out. One poll is determining what you guys prefer in content-wise. As in, do you prefer the usual hour-long content or the 30 minutes to 45-minute content, or 20 minutes or below sort of quick bite-sized sort of content. The poll is on my post, which I will link down below when this video does come out. It will be in the link below by the time I do upload this video. And also, if you want to vote on my poll, there's another poll I've made about which game I'm going to play next after I've completed Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider Remastered series, right? All of them, including 4, 5, and 6. So, oh, I'm dead. Girl just got killed. That's just funny. Okay. So, sorry about that. Take 2 of Lara not being stupid. So, as I said, with the poll, there's quite a few interesting games on it. There's 4 games in total. So, one being Jade Empire, the special edition. The other being Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. The third one being Robocop, Rogue City. And the final one is called Just Crow Thinks. The link for that post will be down below in my description, so you can go to it yourself and decide which game I should play next. Or even an interesting concept on this part. If you have any games, as long as I have them and that my system can handle it, because I'm on a gaming laptop, I don't have a pro end game, like high end game gaming PC. Suggest a game that I should play. Basically, in a sense that I'm asking you guys, what game do you want me to play? Put it down in the comment below. What? No, she didn't die. She broke her neck. How did she get impaled? I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. After that hullabaloo, oh my god. Ugh, I kept on dying so many times, and Laura was making weird noises. I was like, eh? What? Okay, so I'm gonna save it here because I do not want to die. This girl does not want to die. So, oh, was that meant to happen? Okay. So many traps, as you could tell. But you can see that this was an obviously beloved theatre, but it's now clearly just gone down the shitter. Literally. It's so decrepit. The halls are flooded, and there's like absolutely nothing there, right? Ooh. Oh, this can go in the lift thing, the lift mechanism. But before I go up, I think there's another route. There may be a secret or something there. But you can tell like this theater was like loved and cherished. So I don't know what happened. Like how it went from being a very cherished, well-known theater to being a decrepit, hot, disgusting mess with how things are falling apart literally and figuratively, in a sense that there's just like nothing left. Like it's all mold, rotten mold and all that. Oh, I thought there were secrets. Oh, maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Ah, yes. Hello, little dragon. I'm going to take you home with me. Thank you. 1 souvenir collected. Can add it to my collection of stolen, hoarded artifacts over the years. Well, Lara's house, that is, because she's got a massive, wonderful vault with a load of gold, as you saw in the previous video of, well, the very first video I did of Lara's home. You saw the amount of hoards of gold and artifacts that she had, like literally strewn about in a secret vault, and stolen artifacts, mind you. Stuff she's stolen from Tomb Raider 1, like the Temple of the Cat. That was quite funny. So, I'm going to make my way back, if I can stop swimming around like a buffoon. Right. I just need to go here and climb up here. And we're climbing up. Uppy, uppy, uppy. There is another question I have in mind. I mean, do be honest how I'm doing, because I personally don't know like how I'm doing or what I can do to improve my content. You know, comment down below what you feel I should improve on. Because it does help me then tailor the content that it will be more engaging for my audience to want to watch, and that's what my job is at the moment, is providing entertainment for you lot out there in the world and just making your day a little bit brighter. I mean, solely that was my main objective in life anyway, as I've now become a YouTuber, and that was my sole purpose and is my sole purpose to this day. So I really would appreciate if you could comment, tell me how I'm doing, if there's any improvements you want to see, anything you might want to they want me to add or subtract or something like that, you know. So because it does help. Did I do a boo boo? Hold on. So the thing is, right? I noticed, I don't know what it is. I think like YouTube might have disabled it or something like that. But I noticed my shorts were getting dislikes on them. Now, it can happen. It happens to everyone. Everyone does get dislikes on their videos, whether it's long form videos or shorts. Even 1 or 2 of my videos have gotten dislikes on them as well. I'm be honest, like if there's something about my content you don't like, right? Just in a constructive way, constructive criticism, just tell me what I could do to improve it, you know? Now, of course, I don't appreciate any hate content or like hate comments or mean comments or stuff like that, right? Because there's 0% zero tolerance on any disgusting behavior like that, right? Just genuine constructive criticism is all I want, right? Because in life, if you want to progress, it's always good to have someone who you don't know tell you whether you're how you doing, areas you could do to improve, you know, and that genuinely helps a lot. And down I go. So yeah, just tell me what you think. If there are any improvements, do I need to do shorter videos? You know, vote in the poll for that. But like, do you want me to be more quirkier? Is there any effects you want me to do in the game? Um, maybe even suggest a game to me. Oh God. Maybe even suggest a game to me, what I should play next, maybe after like I've done the other games that we've voted on the poll. God, they're ganging up on me, man. Oh God. God. Yeah, it just helps, like, so then I know what I can do to improve my content further to make it more engaging for my audience. Thank you for my TED talk. So we just dispatched those 2 dudes. Not, I could have done it a lot better. It was very, very messy of me doing that. So I just need you to do that. Save the gamey game. Where am I? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, what was that noise? You can see like how this, obviously, like I said, was probably a very beautiful theatre, but Marco has just let it go all down the toilet, literally. Like, it's all falling apart. There's nothing left of it. I just don't get it. I don't. Because, like I said, he's got so much money, but where's that money coming from? Is he, like, selling drugs on the side or something like that, you know? Who knows? Who knows with these people? Ooh, this is very important. Very, very, very important. So, we have a circuit board, right? That is for us to get to the end of the level. The beginning prior before we jumped down from the theatre, there was a room with 2 levers and a circuit board system. This little motherboard chip goes into that circuit board system, right? And that's what our main objective is, to get that circuit board system to get to the next part of the level, right? So that's what we're going to do. So, oh, hello, rat. Yeah, I need to heal myself because they did a number on me, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. The amount of medipacks I'm getting, I'm using all of them because they're bloody shooting me a storm. But you know what? I think I need to use a shotgun on these guys because I can't. I literally can't do. I can't take them on with pistols. Yeah, I know I'm going to be using a lot of shotgun, but it will save on the other resources, like this dude. Yeah, eat it. 2 shots and he's dead. But he doesn't drop anything, stingy sod. I don't get these people. They. Oh, shut up, frat. Eat it. And you. What, you want some as well? Have it. Have at you, sir. How did you survive that? What the hell? I'm being ganged up on my wild animals. Help. Okay. Minus that hullabaloo, right? Ooh. Well, I'm not going to waste shotgun on that. Marco is going to be pissed, but I don't care. He deserves every one bit. I can add that to his bill. A bill with interest, because I ain't paying for it. Ooh, what's this? Right. Ah, yes. Okay. So, right. I don't think there's anything here. But this is going to be important later on. Trust me on that. So, we're going to... I don't like the sound of that. I really don't. It sounds like something going in a wash machine with blades. And it's just like shoving someone in the wash machine and watch them get butchered. Yes, if you're wondering why I'm describing that as the sound, it sounds like, it just sounds like that to me. I know it might be weird, but whatever, right? Everyone's weird in their own way. Whee! If I do this horribly wrong, Lara gets like cut up to pieces, mate. Right. Now I need to climb up here. So the thing is, I need to do this, right? I need to climb up here because it's tricky getting back. Basically, dodging death just to get a single key is so annoying. Right, I need to do that. There we are. Yeah, I'm going to be smarty pants and save, because why not? Oh, piss off, rat. Damnable rat. Alright. Okay, so that equals death, and that also equals death. Oh, and death up there as well. Okay. So I've got to be smart about this and not screw up. Ah, I did it. Okay. So I don't climb that side. What I do is climb this side, I believe. No, I don't. Okay. So I don't climb. What I do is we do that. That's what you do. Oop! No, I'm dead. Oh. Very thing I said I was not going to do, I end up doing. Take 2. And backflip it out of here. There we are. It's so dark though, can't see anything. Right. Because like I said in the original I think in 3, you could adjust the gamma. So look, this is funny, right? Secret, right? When I originally played it, I was like, I'm going to die if I do it, right? The very original. But no, she doesn't take any damage, which is weird, right? She's very close to it. Very, very weird. So, we've got our lovely secret. Right. Back flippity flop. Up we go. And there we are. Yes, I know people are going to probably say, I'm saving too much. I'm saving too much. Yo, let me tell you, peopleolians, you cannot save enough. That's a 101 on gaming, yeah? 1, you make multiple saves, right? 2, you put them in separate slots, yeah? So don't get them mixed up with one another. Like completely out of the jurisdiction of what your original saves are going to be that you're going to be using. And 3, I heard that. Who is there? Who is here? Who is here? Someone here? I heard that. I heard some idiot. Oh, Jimmy Bob up there. That's what it is. Getting scared the shite out of me. Alright. And then push this box, right? Yeah. Okay. But I was giving you 101 on gaming. Yes, you do make multiple saves. You then split it in a way that you remember what save is what. Dedicate 2 saves to what you're gaming on. And the rest are backups in case anything goes wrong. And it's always a standard, even when you're doing if you're doing a recording or you're doing like a let's play or a gameplay of a game that you enjoy playing and you're recording it for others to watch, make sure you have plenty of saves. Another gamer to another gamer, plenty of saves is a lifesaver. Yes, you can be worried that if the saves get corrupted, and that is also another thing that can occur. And hands down, I know what that person is like, because I've had one time where I put hundreds and hundreds of hours into a game, only to realise that the save game got corrupted partway through. So then I had to do the entire game all the way from the beginning by myself again, which was an absolute nightmare to deal with. Right. We're pushing this box, yeah? The reason I put the box underneath was to push the second box on top, is to create a lovely platform for oneself to climb back up, because I've got what I needed now. And I'm gonna deal with Jimmy Bob over here. I'm not using my pistols though, because I don't want to waste any more medipacks. Okay. Oh, Jimmy Bob. Jimmy Bob. Hello. Bye, sir. You didn't drop me anything? No presents for me? How stingy. I did want to remind everyone that the previous video I released, Bartoli's Hideout, was actually filmed during my birthday, right? And it was in the evening after my birthday celebrations were over. But by the time I had uploaded it, it was obviously uploaded on the 25th of April, so that was like 5 days after my birthday. I am aiming to do 2 videos a week, obviously, so that's why they're spacing the releases out. Because I don't want to like completely stop uploading, but then I don't want to upload too many. I personally feel that 2 videos a week are suffice. I mean, in future, when I get a better set up and a better place to do everything and all that, I'll then basically do more videos, just depending what they are. But I did want to get Tomb Raider out of the way with, so I am trying my best to go through as quick as I can. Oh, okay. So, we dealt with that idiot once and for all because he was shooting at us non-stop. Now, we use the lovely key that we got here. And Lara opens the door. Open sesame! So this might be longer than a half an hour video. My apologies. I am trying to stick to half an hour, but it's not always half an hour. But roughly give or take. It just depends, like I said, how quick I am to do the level. And also editing as well. That can add or take away certain things as well. So now I've fully closed the gate and I'm going to climb up. But it is interesting that I've the one time I went to a theatre, right, and this is when I was a kid. I was, well, what year was I in? I was in high school. I was in year seven. That's like UK year seven. I'm not sure what that equates to US or Canada, like school ages or like years and stuff like that in high school, because everyone's different. You might have to Google it, unfortunately, because I can't really remember on top of my head. But in the UK, when I was in year seven, we went to the theatre to watch Lion King, the beautiful version of the theatre version of it. I was absolutely enamored with the performance. Like, I loved it. I loved it so much. Like, and that was like almost what, 20 years ago? I feel old saying that right now. Oh, and oh yeah. Whoops, my bad. Um, let me save it. I was like, yeah, something's gonna happen. No, I just didn't pull the lever yet. There we go. Okay, now we just make our way down. We don't need to pull the lever anymore because, well, this door here is now open, so we don't need to, right? Oh, hello, sir. Hello there. Hello, mister. So let me just go in camera mode and show you guys. This is absolutely stunning. I love this detail. Like, I'm just always a sucker for small details. Always have been. Like, I like the little extra crispy details they add to a level. It really emphasizes the level and makes it more, like a personal touch to it, right? But look, the banner is up, yeah. So that's the Chinese banner, right? That I was on about, like the dagger of Xi'an in the background of it. And look, it's the cult flag of the legendary Black Flame. And hello, mate. Hello. You look very weird, though. Look how big that silencer is. Is he overcompensating for something? Because I swear it looks like he is overcompensating for something, right? Because look, if I go in OG graphics, yeah, that's big, man. You don't need a silencer that big. What are you trying to do? You trying to be assassin or something? Because you're in a theater, mate. If there's gonna be a shootout, let there be a shootout. No one's gonna hear anyone get killed. Like, you can see, like, ponytail, not much of a ponytail there, yeah. And like any details, he obviously looks very boxy. But back when it was released, it was top notch stuff, man. Top notch. And like even the layout of this level, like you can see like the theatre, the detail and design, even the water effects, they don't look all that when you look at it now. It looks like a potato, right? But back then when it was released, it was top notch. It was like wonderful, mysterious, magical, and just very engaging to want to play more and progress further levels and see how creative and the level of creativity has gone into each level, right? So if I press F1 and that goes to the new graphics, right? The new remastered graphics, you can see how beautiful the work is. It adds more nuances to it, as in you can now tell this is the theatre, and it's such loving detail like this that makes me enjoy playing remastered games. Clear, I just love it to bits. I really do. So we're going to zoom right out of that, and we're going to make our way down, and we're going to pay that lovely guy a visit because he obviously wants a dance partner. You know, to dance on stage, a part of the theatre trope. You know. Hello, sir. Oh, God. I hate it when that happens. Right. I. What? How did that. That missed me, man. Oh, my God. Too lucky that I didn't bloody die there. Hello, sir. Jiminy Bob? Hello, sir. Hello, Jiminy Bob. Hello. Hello to you, doggy dog. Dog. Bye. And hidey ho. Okay. I don't get it. Yeah. Okay, I think I need to go there. There is a reason why, like, I mean, there's so many boxes. God knows what's in these boxes, though. Drugs, guns, what? I don't know. kung fu outfits, like the other dude who's wearing clearly a monk outfit. It was quite hilarious, to be honest. Okay, no, not meant to go here yet. There is, I believe, there is a switch here somewhere. I believe. Is it here? Ah, here we are. I need to pull this. It's a block to move. Pull or push, depending on direction you want to go in, to be honest. Although I am curious because it's like what are in these boxes? Because like you don't know what's in these boxes. Yeah, like you only get a gist of it, like on what's in these boxes. But I wish we could actually see what's in these boxes. Like really figure out what's in these boxes, right? Because it would explain a lot what they're trying to move. But for the fact they've got so many boxes, right, all with the Black Flame cult logo, suggests it must be a numerous amount of things. So he obviously wants wealth, power, and he's ambitious. He wants power. He wants to be in control of things, right? This is a guy who is steadfast in his beliefs. This is Marco Bartoli, by the way, right? I'm talking about. He is so steadfast in his beliefs. Anyone that says otherwise, he goes livid and isn't shy about it. Ah, here we are. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to save it in case I die. Whee! Oh, I didn't take too much damage. But I need to be extremely at full health, right? Let's see what gun I'm gonna use. I'm not taking any chances. I'm gonna be in a hall. This is a very narrow corridor, right, with multiple boxes. I guarantee it's gonna be a fight. So yeah, I'll use shotgun. Not shotgun. Grenade launcher for the win. Whip. Oh, hello. Boom. Oh, big dude. Oh God. Oh my God. Whoop. Whoop. Doggy went by. Anyone want fried chicken? What the hell? Oh my God. Boom. Luckily I got the grenade launcher and he gave me grenades in the process. That's it. That's pretty cool, that is. I gotta admit. I did not think that would be possible. Alright, let me go back to my shotgun because I'm pretty sure there's probably gonna be more people hiding around in the corner somewhere, because, you know, that's just how it is. Alright. Oh, excuse me, sir. I hear heals. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I need those goodies. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you giving me compensation for the ordeal I had to put up with. You know, I was going to take you to court, but since you've given me some goodies, I'll look past the fact that you were trying to kill me. Right. And save you doodad the game. Right. I think I could do this, right? Because... No. Oh, okay, so I can't... What a joke. Okay, so that's a no-go then. So do I have to jump past those swinging boxes? But I don't want to. I keep on dying. I don't want to push boxes, man. Oh, I wouldn't say push, but... Whee! I was hoping to go on the sides and like shimmy across and then avoid it, but no. No. The game's like, nah, girl, you gotta make effort for this. You ain't gonna try get out of this one. Oop. Sorry about that. Take two. If I die at this point, that's gonna be stupidity on my part, and yeah, I know I'm gonna get roasted for it. But I'm trying. I'm literally, honestly trying. I'm not doing it on purpose. Like, I'm just trying to figure out how this works. And this has been a long time since I last played it as well. Oh, no, I'm dead. absolute pants that was, man. My God. All right. I wonder if there's a way to do this. Right. Let me. Wait. Oh, that. Oh, okay. There's a bit of a gap. Okay, that's interesting, actually. No, bad enough we have spikes. We have now swinging boxes. To be honest, I don't know how they're swinging. I don't know how he has the money to swing, to buy these sort of traps, considering what he's gearing up for. Ooh, and I press the button and the door is open. Now, I do wonder, is Lara going to be one step closer to finding clues that will eventually lead her to the Dagger of Xi'an? And maybe even closer to finding out who this Marco Bartoli person is? And maybe hopefully put a bullet in his head? Because he deserves no less? We'll see. We will stick around. Well, stick around to find out. Let's see what happens now. I finally opened the door, and here we go. We have a fancy plane. Ooh la la. I'm going to have some fun with this, man. Let's go.
But it's not quite the same now, is it?
Someday you will get a speeding ticket for that tongue, Fabio.
Hey, it's just a gut feeling that maybe you are wrong to look there.
Is your belief so fragile? Relax. Breathe deep. The gut, Fabio. It's no more direction than a simple through and out. Honest, perhaps, but not enlightened. When my father left when I was a boy, he confided to me that he was enlightened, echoed by something greater than impulse. He possessed the seraph. But he was just a disciple in this design. His death, plotting a path to be sought by the One, his son. You understand? Have faith, Fabio. Not God rot. We are searching the right place.
I know it. I believe it, Marco.
Good. Heroes, have you fixed that rail yet?
You know what? I had so much fun playing that, right? I kid you not, right? Okay, I didn't get all the secrets and I missed out on some of the pickups. My bad on that, right? But I kid you not, when I first played Tomb Raider 2 in the OG style, right? I did not understand what the guy said. I didn't know he said sì, meaning yes in Italian, right? I didn't know what he said. Like, because there was no subtitles to explain the context of what was going on. I had to listen and then guess what was going on, right? So I had like a rough idea what was going on. But knowing that they've done this and remastered it in a way that they've added subtitles to it, it now adds further context to what was going on in there. So as my theory was correct, his dad obviously found something, the artifact, one of the artifacts to get access to the legendary dagger of Xi'an. You need two artifacts apparently that will lead him to it, right? He's got one of them, known as the Seraph, right? So yeah, his father enlightened him. So father and son obviously had this profound obsession with the dagger of Xi'an, and his father passed it on to his son, and then obviously his son betrayed and killed him when he grew older and took over. So there's your bloody history of betrayals of the like mafia mob families like that uh, Marco Bartoli is part of, and aka the Black Flame. They're a huge cult. Like they've obviously got a lot of money, a lot of fingers in various pockets, right, to be able to get away with what they're doing. And the fact they've got money for a plane to go place to place, but his mansion and the theatre are all decrepit and falling apart, does go to show how obsessed this person is for the dagger, because they want that much power and they've got a power ambition and they want to mold the world in their image, sort of thing. And that's like insane on a next level. But enough of me mumbling. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching me play this content. I really am enjoying Tomb Raider 2. Look forward to more future videos that I will make as I will go through the journey with Lara in Tomb Raider 2, and we'll see what mischief and what chaos is created as she further dives in to the dark history and luxurious power that everyone craves, the legendary dagger of Xion. So, if you do like this content, please smash that subscribe button. And if you also like this video, click the thumbs up on the like button. Hitty that likey button. That helps as well. I also do want to say that I did find out I have either, I think it's 53 or 54 subscribers. I haven't checked, but properly, but roughly give or take that many. And I do appreciate how much of a tremendous benefit that is to me as a YouTuber that is growing. It shows that people want to watch my content, and that makes me happy that I'm able to create content for you guys and girls, and just to lighten your day up, even if you've had a hard day at work, and that my video provides you with entertainment, that you are able to relax and unwind and enjoy your day a little bit more. That was what makes me truly happy. So I really appreciate each and every one of you that have subscribed. Thank you so much for 54 subscribers, 52, no, 53, 54 subscribers. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means so much to me, right? And those who are new to viewing my content, if you like this content, check it out. Check out my channel. I've got other content. I've even got a previous playthrough of Tomb Raider 1, all hour-long content. So that's easy for you to enjoy and ingest good content, entertaining, and to keep you like, you know, engaging and want to watch more content in the future. So, without further ado, as the evening closes, I bid you a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.